The long-awaited Fantastic Four trailer is finally here. But I feel like this isn't long-awaited in a good way. People have been like, where's that bloody Fantastic Four trailer? I want to yell about it! All in all though, judging from what we've seen, it's not bad. Dark in tone, yes. Similar to Interstellar, also yes. I mean, they both feature both corn and sadness. But hey, it's not like Interstellar has the market cornered on corn and sadness. Anyways, let's now take a look at 6 things you may have missed from the trailer. And bear in mind that there may be spoilers here, but as always, a lot of this is based on conjecture and speculation, meaning a bunch of this could very well be wrong, so you know, grain of salt, all that. Straight up, it's clear that this takes more inspiration from Ultimate Fantastic Four than it does the original, as we've previously been told. The team, as opposed to going into space like we saw last time and getting their powers from a solar flare, appear to be traveling into the negative zone, an alternate dimension that pops up in the comics from time to time. It's actually used as a prison in Civil War, but I doubt we'll be seeing that in the movie adaptation. Interestingly, we see 6 people going into the teleportation device. Presumably Reed Richards, Ben Grimm, Sue and Johnny Storm, and Victor Domachev, the man who will become Doctor Doom. So who is this 6th person? Well, we don't know yet. Maybe that's same guy who's all smashed up here, which makes sense. This person probably exists as pure cannon fodder. You know, someone to be killed so the other team members can turn to each other and go, oh man, it's dangerous here. All sorts of rocks and like lasers and shit. Next up here, we have a young Reed Richards, seen here experimenting with who looks like Ben Grimm. This is probably him testing out teleportation before being brought in by the government to work for them. He actually goes glasses to no glasses during this trailer. Now in the comics, there's actually an explanation for this. He's able to manipulate the corneas inside his eyes in order to see perfectly. Which explains why in this trailer sometimes he's a big old sciencey science nerd and then he's, you know, that guy from Whiplash. The containment suits that they're wearing here, acting as a Fantastic Four substitute costume, are also reportedly designed to cater to the individual. Hence why that Johnny Storm's has like vents and that Reed's has almost like elastic and springs attached to it in order to get his powers back in check if need be. Ben Grimm though, no suit. I'm not sure why. And there's no judgment here. He's a big rock person. You know, do whatever you want, man. And speaking of, I'm sure nobody missed the Thing here in some kind of metamorphous state. This movie apparently takes heavy influence from the likes of David Cronenberg's The Fly and Scanners. And it's scenes like this, you know, the kind of unsettling transition from man to monster that makes that really apparent. And speaking of monsters, Doctor Doom, sort of. In the Ultimate Comics, he sabotages the machine, resulting in the team's transformation. Something that may happen in this movie as he's said to be some kind of computer programmer. We do get a couple of shots of him, or at least what I think is him. Nothing clear, but it looks as if his containment suit ends up melting onto him, disfiguring his entire body, which fits in nicely with that leaked image we saw a few months back. There also appears to be 2 teleportation machines. One seen here, all shiny and new, and the other here kind of makeshift. It's a possibility that their first trip into the negative zone was a disaster, resulting in weird powers and a big ugly orange rock man. So the experiment is then possibly shut down, forcing the team to slap together their own machine. All this material is possibly taken from Grimm Salvage, a place we see at the beginning of the trailer. Last thing, and I can't take credit for this because it was pointed out by multiple sources, but I feel like I should mention it anyway. These numbers here. Now you punch these numbers into your browser and it takes you to one of a number of different pages, all concerning Latveria, Doctor Doom's country of origin. And for those concerned that he's not named Victor Von Doom, well, he wasn't called that in the Ultimate Comics either. So, you know, as long as he looks like a man covered in melted garbage bags, well, I think we're all going to be fine. But all in all, as I said, this looks alright. Definitely setting a tone different from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And that is okay. Not every comic book movie needs to be the same. And you know, at least it doesn't have one of those giant blue lasers pointing up into the sky. Wow. That is unfortunate. Thanks everyone. Appreciate you watching. Now I actually do a lot of these things you missed videos, so I can link a couple of them below and at the end of this video so that you can check them out. Also, I have a podcast, it's called The Weekly Planet. It's out every Monday and we cover movies and comics and TV, all sorts of stuff. That will also be linked below if you care, or you can find it at the terrific comicbookmovie.com. But what are your thoughts on the Fantastic Four trailer? Has it swayed your opinion on this film? Also, if you feel I've missed anything from this trailer that's not too obvious, please let me know below. Alright, thanks everyone, take care.